Hey guys, this is Airsoft 15 Videos. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video review of my TM Marui PS90 High Cycle. So let's get into this review. First off, if you guys want to check out some other reviews of any of the guns lying around here, this giant mess, you guys go do that on my channel. But let's get into the review. First off, I purchased this gun for $300 off of redwolfairsoft.com. They're based out of Hong Kong. You can't buy it on American websites. So you're going to have to buy it from a non-American website, obviously. So anyways, let's just talk about what the gun is made of. I got mine in OD green, so anything you see in OD green is going to be plastic, polymer, whatever. So basically the whole body's plastic. You have a rubber butt plate, and your rails up here are metal, and also your flash hider. This is not the one that comes on the gun. You actually get this one because it's the civilian one, which basically the barrel's longer. Not going to get into that, but so that also, it'll be longer first off, but I recommend putting on the black one because it's shorter and it'll be better for CQB. This does not extend the inner barrel, guys. Just keep that in mind. But this is made of metal, except the orange part's made of plastic. But you get those two different flash hiders. Plastic. High capacity magazine. So that's pretty cool. And you also get this little red barrel cover that's absolutely useless because I can like shoot it off with kind of, not really, with the BB that's a little bit shot off though. So after we've cleared that up, let's just talk about performance of this gun. This gun performs great, and I'm going to be talking with this gun. This is a great CQB gun, so I'm going to be completely focused with CQB when I review this gun, so keep that in mind. I'm not talking about this for outdoor field and all that good stuff, woodland combat. Talking about CQB. Fire rate is ridiculous. It's a high cycle. Now I'm explaining what a high cycle is. Basically what they do is they put some better internals, like they have a better motor, gears, that kind of stuff. And what they also do is they downgrade the spring so that it can shoot faster. So it'll only shoot 250 FPS. Alright? So keep that in mind. It is a little bit lower FPS. But that's a good thing because it will always be under 300 FPS, which means it can be used for CQB, which is awesome. So fire rate's ridiculous on this gun. This is with like a fourth of the way charged 8.4-volt battery. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, and you only can house 7.2, 8.4 small type batteries. You cannot even house a 9.6. Don't try, or I mean you could try, but I've heard you can't. So I should even buy one. You can also house a 7.2 LiPo, which I recommend doing because my friend has a High Cycle AK, the Beta Spetsnaz, and it shoots ridiculously fast. Back into performance, really accurate gun because it's a TM Marui, and you have the TM Marui hop-up system, which is right here in this little area for your hand. You open up that little compartment. You can't really see it, but it's back in there. There's like a little compartment thing. You push that down, adjust your hop-up unit, and then push it back up. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's going to be really accurate, have really good range, so that's awesome. So, now that we've gotten past, I mean, just performance, it's just awesome. The trigger pull's pretty good. That's mainly just because the trigger is kind of annoying to pull. I mean, it could shoot, the trigger pull would be faster if you put in a different trigger or something. That was easier to pull. But the durability is not that great just because it's made of plastic. I mean, internal durability is going to be great, but, oops. It is made of plastic, completely. Like I said earlier, body, charging handle, I don't think I said charging handle, or safety, or trigger, those are all plastic also. So, and this black part up here, except for the rails, those are all plastic too. So keep that in mind. You need to be careful with this gun. So now that we're past performance, let's talk about some features of the gun. You have completely ambidextrous gun, trigger safety. You have your mag release, which you push with both fingers back like that, and then take out your mag, and then to put your mag back in, you slide it in like that, all the way back, and you press down like that. You can hit it, slap it, whatever, it's perfectly fine. Safety's right here, pretty self-explanatory. S1A are the 3 settings. Safety is white, fire is red, as normal. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. To get your battery out, you press this little button down, and you can slide the thing down, put in the battery. So, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about some trades on the gun. It says Model Project 90 5.7, and then it says Cal 5.7 times 28 SS90, which is this gun, because the SS90 is the civilian rifle. You can just change it into a regular military one, obviously, by changing the flash hider. But it does fire the 5.7 round, which makes, in real life, this gun very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very force to be reckoned with, definitely. Armor penetrating. So, whatever. There's those trades. You have a unique serial number up there at the top right there, and it says P90 Cal 5.7 times 28 right there, or whatever I said earlier. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to talk about the mag for a second. The mag holds a crap load of ammo, but you have to wind it before you put it in the gun. So that's kind of stupid. I'm actually trying to put it in the wrong way, didn't I? So I'm going to talk about bullpup now. Bullpup basically means all your action is behind the trigger. Your trigger's here, which uses a trigger switch. That's a big downfall to the gun. So just keep that in mind. It does use a trigger switch. So tech's a big issue. Gearbox is in back here. Put your battery down in there. The BBs fall in through here. So the barrel, inner barrel basically starts there and ends here. So yeah. You have a very long barrel, like that. So it's like an M4 barrel and half the size. So that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to talk about pros and cons, and then after that I'll talk about why it's good for CQB. Cons, made of plastic with all TMs. Another con is the FPS. It's like 250, but that's not a big deal. FPS is not everything. Remember that, please. You only can use .2s in this. .12s. Don't use .12s, because if you use .12s, you are a complete idiot. Got that? Another con is the battery space, because you only can fit 7284 and then 72 LiPo in it. So that's kind of stupid. Another con is that you have to wind the mag before putting it in. I don't like that. I think that's stupid, personally. Another con is that it uses a trigger switch. Hate that. Trigger switches are stupid. Sorry guys. Another con is the iron sights are horrible on this gun. Period. Iron sights are stupid. They're like in the rail. They're just terrible. So keep that in mind. So now let's get into the pros of the gun. Small yet long barrel, that's great. Accuracy's great. Range is great. Internal durability is good. Fire rate's ridiculous for like it to be a stock gun. It's like 24 RPS or something with an 8.4 that's fully charged. So that's pretty ridiculous. I already said magazine capacity, I think, or maybe I didn't. Magazine capacity is awesome on this gun. So I mean, just in general, it's a great gun for CQB, and I'm going to get into why it's good for CQB now. First off, you play CQB, you want a small gun. And another pro is lightweight, so getting ready to get into that. You want a small gun for CQB, right? Because you're turning corners a lot. So when you put on this flash hider, or a different flash hider if you're choosing that's small, kept to the gun, you want to get the smallest flash hider you want with this gun. You don't want a big, ridiculous Barrett flash hider on this. It's very good for turning corners. I mean, your hand's right here. The only thing that's really going to hit walls is the flash hider, and they made that metal, so it's not going to break. I mean, because your hand's right there, so you know where your hands are. So the gun's very compact, yet you carry a ton of ammo, and you have a ridiculous fire rate. So combining a lot of ammo and a ridiculous fire rate, you can tear through quite a few enemies with this gun, just because the fact you just go, or go, you know, whatever. So magazine capacity is good. You don't really, in a normal CQB game, it's like 10 minutes, you may, if you're shooting full auto, I can't shoot full auto, the CQB arena closest to me. If you're shooting full auto, you're probably going to have to reload maybe once. I use semi-auto only, which is stupid to buy a high cycle, but, I mean, if you're using semi-auto, you're never going to have to reload during CQB, just because the magazine capacity is so ridiculously high. I mean, you will if you have mid-caps, which are probably better because you have to wind the mag before you even have the gun. Because you have to wind the mag completely before you put it in. You can't wind it while it's in the gun. But I mean, the accuracy and range is ridiculous on this gun. Especially accuracy is a good point. You can get quite a bit of range with this gun. But I mean, up close, your accuracy is ridiculous. You're not really going to miss much, I would say. With, like, you're going to be hitting your groupings are going to be like, what I'm saying is your groupings are going to be like this, within like 75 feet, which is great for CQB. So you're not going to be missing a lot if you have your hop up adjusted and you actually are a decent shooter. You're not going to miss a lot with this gun. So that's pretty cool, I think. If you only can use semi-auto, you're, again, you have pretty good trigger pull right there. So that's good. I mean, just overall, it's a great gun for CQB. It's just going to work awesomely. So basically, overall, great gun. If you guys are looking for a CQB gun that's going to perform great out of the box, you can't really get much better than this, in my opinion. It's small, got a long barrel, ridiculous fire rate, very accurate. I mean, it's really everything you could want in a CQB gun. It's compact, has a lot of carrying capacity, and another thing I was saying is if you don't think like the 300 something rounds you get with this is not a lot, you can put those big box mags on the top, and you're never reloading during a CQB game. But what I was saying, CQB, I would say the High Cycle series is the best. I mean, for CQB, I mean, stock, but all High Cycles are basically the same. I'm reviewing mainly about the P90. I mean, they're going to be a little different, trust me. But I mean, the High Cycle AEG, which is going to be a little worse because it's big. But like the High Cycle P90, the AK, and the MP5, which somebody please put the MP5 High Cycle back in stock. I want the MP5 High Cycle because I love MP5s, and a High Cycle would be awesome to have in an MP5. But I mean, they're all going to be great CQB guns. Period. They're just going to all be awesome. So, if you guys have $300, you're looking for a great performance CQB gun, look no further than this. This is going to be the best one out there. Stock, I think. I'm not a huge fan on the SR5. I have an SR5, actually. It used to be my friend's until it broke, and he just gave it to me because he didn't want it anymore. Like, he was trying to get rid of space, and I just kept it as a joke because the wires melted out of the gun. So, I mean, take this over that, definitely. But, yeah. Great gun, definitely recommend it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.